Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Cindy Daychuk with Queen Bee Creations, and today we are going to play with a really ugly thrifted wreath. So I thrifted this because I thought it had potential, you know. Let's face it, it's pretty ratty looking. It's not full. It's got big hunks of glue where stuff has fallen off. And it wasn't my first choice. So let me explain. I have a big bag of birch bark. So pieces of birch bark like this, some are bigger that I have. These are all odds and ends that were loose, obviously in the woods. They were on dead logs, whatever. They've all been rescued. They've all been saved with the idea of turning them into wreaths. Now, usually with the birch bark wreaths, you start with a straw base. So you have the straw wreath base and floral pins, and you actually wrap the straw base with the burlap and stick the pins in. I don't have a straw base, and I could go out and buy one, but it kind of runs counter to my thinking. It's like, it's not what I do. So I haven't managed to thrift one, and I was looking at this ugly wreath, and I was thinking, okay, but maybe what I could do is use the use the birch bark, another B word, use the birch bark in a different way. So apart from taking off these ugly looking picks on this, what I thought that I would do is take pieces of birch bark and just cut out leaves, right? Just kind of take my scissors and just kind of cut out rough. Just get this one and I'll show you. And some of my birch bark is thicker, so I might not be able to get away with scissors for that one. I might have to use a box cutter on my cutting board. But I'm just thinking of rough leaf shapes like this. And you could draw the pattern, you could use a template. I am just eyeballing and I don't care. So leaves come in all different shapes and sizes. So I'm thinking that we could go this route. I don't know what I'm doing on the center, if anything. That's a wait and see thing. So I'm thinking I'm cutting out a whack of leaves, clearing this off, and then we'll come back for some of the next step. But I got a lot of cutting to go. And you already saw me do one. You don't need to see me do another 40. I mean, really. So I'll be back when they're cut. I have some leaves cut. I don't know how many I need, and it's not fun. You know what? It's okay. It's just like some of them are a little bit tougher than others, and I don't want to cut up more than I need so that I can have bigger pieces for other projects. Is really what it comes down to. What I'm thinking of is taking these bigger leaves, and I want to kind of put them around, sort of, because this spirals around, I want this to kind of do the same thing. I just don't want it totally regimented, right? I want it a little more organic looking. So I am going to be, some have interesting ends, like where it's curled up. So those I want to make sure that I take advantage of, so that the interesting pieces will show that they head out. And I want them to kind of stick outward into some of this stuff. And that way it kind of fills in as well some of those gaps, because, you know, some of it isn't very lush, right? There's big gaps. And you can see, you know, like some of these pieces are curled, some have, I think this one, I love this one. It's got tons of moss on it, natural moss. So we're kind of doing a little bit more organic. This one I've got to hold down a little bit because it's got a natural curl to it. And I'm going to get these ones all glued in place around the wreath, and then we can take a look and regroup after that. All right, I found that it worked best to lay something heavy on them to get them to dry nicely. So four set of pliers worked. I've got the first row in, and I've got more than enough leaves cut that I can do a second row, and I can maybe do some of my more interesting ones. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that so that it's definitely fuller around there, looking for ones in particular that maybe add like a bit of interesting texture, especially like here where it's a little bit flat. So yeah, we're gonna double down. We're gonna put in the 2 rows and regroup, see what that looks like, and kind of go from there in terms of what we do on the inside, because these little pointy ends just sticking like that aren't gonna look good on their own. So we definitely need to be doing something to zhuzh that part up. Okay, I will say this has had me a little bit stymied since I've got this glued on, because I don't like these hard stops of this end of the leaf. I like, it's okay on this end, but here it just doesn't look right. So I had thought, originally I thought, okay, I could put fall foliage all around here. So leaves and things, but then I started to think I'd rather keep it more natural looking. So we're gonna do something different. I went back to my birch bark stash, and I had a big sheet in there, and I kind of cut out a circle, and I am going to use it as a base, and I'm going to glue as best I can. I'm going to attach this onto that base, and then we're going to start filling in. We're going to try it. I'm going to see. How bad could it be? I don't know. Just, you know what, guys? Sometimes you just try these weird things and you see how it goes, right? So I'm just going to start gluing and holding, and I'll come back when this is attached. All right, this is attached now, so glued on pretty easily. What I'm thinking is we're going to add in other elements like mosses in behind, possibly taking, you know, some of my little birch bark pieces, maybe some that I've ripped off, and breaking them down and adding them across the top. A lot of the moss is down here. I have this interesting stick from out the back, and then I do have one little owl that looks like he would make, well, there's my broken stick, we'll make that work, but maybe get that owl to sit in there, and he kind of works and becomes the focal point. That's the plan. So take my 2 pieces of stick out. I have other owls, but they're much bigger. Whenever I see them in thrift stores, I thrift them just in anticipation. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is just sort of roughly lay some of this in. And I gotta say, this birch bark is very cool, but it makes a mess. See, I love that knot, right? And as we do these things and we're laying them over, that kind of takes care of some of my edging, and then I can lay some of my mosses in, and it all looks fine. And of course, if you didn't mind those other pieces, then you just ignore what I'm doing now. It's all a function of your eye and your aesthetic, right? I'm thinking kind of make it look like it's sort of a hole in the tree that the owl is kind of sitting out of, and kind of go with that. Oh my goodness. This stuff is messy, by the way. I don't need huge pieces everywhere. Oh, you're a good one. Well, that might work. And then start to do some of my mosses. And that starts to look a little more natural. Okay, let me start gluing. Lots of gluing to go. I fully admit I was a little worried about this one. As after I glued all those leaves on, I didn't like that inside edge, and I really needed the night to kind of think about what I might be able to do, how I could make it work. And you know, sometimes you just have to look at these things and you just have to kind of play with them, and you have to trial some things. And my original thought was having leaves all in the center, and then it looked too organic to have some of those silk leaves in it. So I love how it turned out. And this is our finished little wreath wall hanging. And I gotta tell you, that's quite a makeover from that ratty little stick wreath that we started with. Let me know what you guys think. This is just one of those instances where you just have to get in and you have to play, and you have to be willing to at some point say, my first idea sucked, right? Like my first idea with those faux leaves just wouldn't have done it. But adding in some of the additional birch bark pieces, adding in some of the moss and natural stick, having that owl. And I have to tell you, I grab these off the thrift store shelves when I see them. So I have about 5 or 6 different owls. The other ones are huge. The other ones are way bigger than this. This was the smallest one I had, but I think he works. I think he fills in that space and it looks great. And I love the birch bark. So this was just all found pieces from forest walks. So if you've got woods by you that have some birch trees, do not peel the birch bark off of the trees. That will kill them, but they shed it. And as long as you're going for frequent walks and, you know, filling a bag as you go, thank goodness for my sister. That's what she did for both my mom and now for me. So I love it. I'll take a closer pick. Love to hear what you think of it too. You know, you won't hurt my feelings if you don't love it. I'm okay. Not everything is for everybody, and that's fine. Some people don't like rustic decor, and I get that. So I'm okay. You can offer other ideas, other suggestions, other ways that you would have gone, other solutions that you might have come up with. I'm open to new ideas as well. So again, let me know what you think. Looking forward to hearing from you, and definitely looking forward to seeing you on the next one. And until then, take care.